JP Morgan has just came out and said that all investors need to sell their bags right now, guys. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to hop straight into it. Take a look at this from Unusual Whales. Investors should sell their stocks and take profits from JP Morgan. Now, what do you all think about this? Now, if you don't remember, we've been talking a little bit about the CEO of JP Morgan lately, Jamie Dimon. Jamie Doomer Dimon. I almost said Biden there. Jamie Doomer Dimon. And yeah, as we know, all the banks right now on Wall Street are super doomer. They're all calling for a major, big recession. And they're also not too fond of what's going on right now. As we know, Bitcoin has been absolutely pumping. You got to pump it up. We know the stock market has been pumping. Now, why? Why could the stock market and Bitcoin be pumping? Did Satoshi arrive or something? Well, that would actually send Bitcoin to zero, but not to zero. But anyways, it's really because of this chart right here. Take a look at this, the dollar. Now, on this ride up, you can see in April of 2022, the dollar started gaining major steam. And then it went its way up. In October 22, we are sitting at fucking 14 for the dollar index. If I'm reading that right. Almost 15. And now we're sitting at 101. So what's going up on that rally up, we know crypto is crashing, the stock market is crashing, and the dollar was sucking up all that liquidity. And now, since the dollar's on its way down, all that liquidity is coming out again. And the stock market and crypto is sucking it up. So that's why we've been seeing, that's a big part of it. It's obviously not the whole reason, but that is a large part of it. You'll see on days when the dollar is pumping, the stock market will be down. And everything's kind of macro driven right now with the stock market. So you'll normally see when the stock market's pumping, crypto will be pumping. And also we saw crypto pump on the weekend, this weekend. So it's possible that Bitcoin can be a leading indicator for the stock market on the weekend because the stock market's not open. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when the market's open. But yeah, what do we think about this JP Morgan selling it? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know where Bitcoin's going to be a week from now, a month from now. Maybe JP Morgan is right, but yeah, we do know they're big doomer. And at the same time, when everyone gets big doomer, that's when I like to get bullish. Because I know that's when everyone's running away. That's when no one wants to touch crypto. That's when I'm jumping on it. Just me personally. And then take a look at this. Fed's Logan has said, historically, rising unemployment rates precede recessions, but this time may be different. Now, if you guys haven't hear, employment rate has just continued to go up and up. And it's continued to be that way. You see Google laying off, Amazon, all across the board, people are laying off. And I'm not a big fan of the but this time is different narrative. Every time there's a this time is different narrative, it usually turns out not to be true. So I do think there's it's in the cards that we hit a deep recession, and I think we could have I think we'll probably have somewhat of a mild recession. I think they're hyping it up a little too much. And that's how it normally is. When things are very bearish, people get really doomer. When things are bullish, people get super bullish. And then take a look at this. Fed's Harker said, even if the landing is bumping, a soft landing is still possible. And maybe it is. At the end of the day, I'm not the Federal Reserve. I really don't know what the fuck these dudes in Washington are going to do. I don't know. I personally believe that I'm looking at Bitcoin, I'm looking at the stock market, I think that they have already bottomed. That's just me personally. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Maybe we look at this in 2 months and be like, oh, Aaron, you were wrong. You said the market bottomed. Brother, I don't know. I'm not the Fed. And take a look at this. Next story. If the ECB follows through with that, expect the DXY, the dollar, to continue to trend down. ECB's not. Will hike rates by 50 basis points in February and March. Now, I think this is really interesting. We know the European Central Bank held off on raising interest rates for a long time. This led inflation to run rampant. And now they're saying they're going to come out and do all these rate hikes. And I don't know how all these European economies and the European economic infrastructure is going to be able to handle all this. It's not going to be good. I don't think we're able to hit rate hikes that high. But yeah, it definitely will be bearish for the dollar. And that is good, because when the dollar goes down, the stock market and crypto goes up. It's good for us because we're investors. And then take a look at this story from Yahoo Finance. Is crypto better or worse since its collapse? Here's what CEOs at Davos said. So if you don't know, every year the World Economic Forum holds their little meeting where everyone gets together in Davos. And yeah, there are a lot of people who were pretty bearish. Now, I don't really know if I want to go through all this, but you take a look at this from Rubini. I really don't know who Rubini is. Nouriel Rubini, the NYU professor known as Dr. Doom, for his dire views on global trends, said literally 99% of crypto is a scam, a criminal activity. So they're just calling it like a scam. And obviously they're shitting on, the whole industry because of FTX, even though, the Federal Reserve was really, not the Federal Reserve, the SEC was really close in touch with the FTX. So yeah, pretty interesting. Not really too much. Take a look at what it said here. I'm bullish on blockchain crypto. I really don't have a view, Khan told our Ground Anchor team. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Some are bullish, some are bearish. It's Davos. And then take a look at this to our next story. Japanese core inflation at the highest level since 1981. The problem is the Bank of Japan can't fight inflation because there's too much debt. They have to keep doing unscheduled bond purchases. Yeah, what's going on in Japan right now is not good at all. I mean, Japan, they have this really weird thing with their bond program where they basically have like a bond stable coin, and Japan was the one who started quantitative easing, and then America picked it up too. So yeah, they have a fuck ton of debt, and it's really wild because they can't really raise interest rates, and things could be getting really, really weird in other parts of the world in this next year. Like it always is. I mean, there's always some bullshit going on. And then take a look at this. Jeez, this is ridiculous. U.S. existing home sales decrease. Largest ever annual decline. Take a look at this. This is lower than it was in 2008, 2007, down here. Real estate's absolutely fucked. This is probably the worst year to get into real estate and become a real estate agent and work in that whole industry since 2008, 2009. The worst year. This is terrible. I mean, people aren't selling shit. Like, this is bad. This looks like a straight rug pull charges. Boom. 0. And yeah, guys, that's all we got for today's video. Make sure to go subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, go follow me on Twitter, go follow me on my socials. And yeah, thank you for watching.